out my belly groveling in the dust? No, I thank you. And again, I thank you, no. But to sing, to laugh, to dream, to walk in my own way and be alone, free to see things as they are.
Grandma!
To walk on any road under the sun.
Grandma!
With no doubt, fame, or fortune.
Grandma!
Oh, Rosalind, dearest girl, what a surprise! You're getting more beautiful by the day. You look adorable.
So do you.
What?
So do you! You look great!
I'm afraid you'll have to speak up, dear.
Grandma, can I please get you your hearing aid?
No, thank you, dear. I'm not in the mood for lemonade. Oh, how I miss you terribly. It isn't the same without you here.
Oh, I miss you too, Grandma. Hey, how's tour going? Do you like buffalo?
No, I don't. It stinks. If it wasn't named after an animal, it'd have nothing going for it. I don't mind much for myself, really, but it is quite a come down for your mother.
Grandma!
She played Broadway, you know, in the 40s. And your father dragged her down to his level.
Grandma, listen. I have a surprise. I'm getting married!
Oh my God, I always said that you and Paul were made for each other.
It isn't
The
Paul.
boy has spunk.
Grandma, it's not Paul.
It isn't Paul?
No, Paul and I broke up.
Well, that's a mistake. You two look ravishing on stage together. You can play all the great couples.
Grandma, I'm not an actress anymore. I'm in advertising.
I know, and it's revolting.
Grandma, don't you remember the talk we had at Christmas?
No.
Grandma, this is your life. Mother and father's. And that's great. I'm very proud of you. But I want something different. Something that doesn't drive me crazy all the time. Does that make any sense?
Rosalind, can I tell you something?
Sure.
I haven't heard a single thing you've said.
Grandma, can I please get your hearing aid?
All right, fine, one glass. Now listen to me, young lady. The theater may be dying. The glamorous invalid may be crawling through the desert, but with a single lung in its feeble chest. But it is still breathing, and it's all we've got. Without it, we would all become Republicans. I'm getting very tired now, dear. I'm going to go lie down. It was wonderful having you back.
Grandma, I love you! Come in. Come in! Would you come in already? The door is open!
Sweetheart?
Hi, honey.
Are your parents here?
I don't think so.
Oh, thank God.
Howard.
I'm sorry, you know how I feel about this. Meeting the in-laws, it makes me nervous.
You have nothing to worry about.
It'd be all right if they weren't such big stars. Oh, the glamorous life.
Howard, does this look glamorous?
Well, yeah, it does.
Howard, this is Buffalo, New York. It's like Scranton without the charm.
I was born here, actually.
Oh.
I like Scranton, too.
The point is, it's not Broadway, and they're doing rep.
Right. What's rap again?
It's more than one play. In repertoire. They alternate. Right now, it's Private Lives by Noel Coward and Cyrano de Bergerac. Only they've cut down Cyrano for a smaller company. They do it with 5 actors.
Sort of the one nostril version.
Sort of sweet that you're so nervous about meeting them.
Nervous? Look at me, I'm a wreck. Do they know I'm show business too?
Howard, you're not exactly in show business. I mean, they wouldn't consider it show business.
Right. I am on television.
Howard, you're a weatherman.
Well, I mean, it's kind of acting like your parents.
Howard, they do Shakespeare and Chekhov. You do precipitation.
Yeah, I know.
It's a wonderful job. We can settle down and have children.
Oh, I love children. I want 6 at least.
Let's start with 1.
Okay.
Now, when you meet my parents, I want you to be very nice to them. Tell them how much you admire their work.
Oh, I do. I mean, my God, when I was a kid, they were on the cover of Life magazine. Shakespeare on Broadway.
Look out, Barrymores. Here come the Hays. They had it reproduced on their china.
Wow.
Then they had 2 big flops in a row and went to Hollywood.
Yeah, I know. I saw every movie they ever made.
Good.
Sergeant Yukon, Apache Woman. Oh my God, I forgot the bag.
What bag?
I was surprised for your father. When I was in New York last week, I read in the paper about this big auction where they're selling all these old props and stuff from one of those companies. And, well, I bought one of your father's old costumes and I thought he'd like it.
That is so sweet. What one did you get?
General George S. Patton. Wait till you'll see it. Trouble is I don't have anything from Mother yet.
Howard,
I guess she would take cash.
they'll love you for who you are.
What if I freeze up? I do that sometimes. I can't even remember my own name.
You'll be fine. I promise, all right?
Alright.
I'm going to go see if they're in their dressing rooms.
Oh, I'll come with you.
You stay here in case they show up.
Oh, I'd rather go with you.
Howard, stay. Nothing's going to happen in 2 minutes.
Jack!
Jack!
Ahoy thee, villain!
Stand back, thou knave and cuffers!
Stand thy ground, I say, or thou shalt bleed from ear to ear like the vomiting stream at flood tide.
Dung heap!
Witch!
Bolt pizzle!
Ow! Villain!
What is it?
I know not, but 'tis passing strange.
Hi.
Ha!
Ha! Stand back, I say, or the lad shall die.
Coward!
Thou dost move 1 inch, the lad shall spout blood like a fountain.
Ha!
Ha!
Hold up thy head, vile Scot!
I'll make a ghost of him that lets me. And away! I have the high ground. It's over.
They're not in their dressing rooms.
I have to go.
Howard, where are you going?
I need a few minutes.
Howard, what's wrong?
You don't just rush in a relationship like this. It takes some thinking.
Howard, are you crazy? Get back here!
You know what I like most about the author of Cyrano? He's dead, so he can't argue with me. Now listen, I have no idea for tomorrow. When the carriages arrive during the battle, and you step out, I want you to pause, curtsy to the soldiers, and I'm going to put a spotlight on your face to suggest that you have descended like an angel from heaven.
Oh, George, just try it. Now!
All right?
Nay!
Halt! Who goes there?
It's a coach.
What? In the camp?
Look, 'tis Roxanne.
Thank God!
Yay! And I float down out of the carriage like an angel from heaven.
Spotlight.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Roxanne on the king's service?
Yes, on the service of my own king. Love.
That's it. It'll make the scene.
Oh, George. My dearest friend, I need your help.
I'm at your disposal, madam. Now and forever.
Oh, George, when you do that center stage in front of 1,000 people holding their breath, my heart races. I can't help it.
Thank you, my darling.
Kiss me now before the moment passes.
Don't mind me, I'm just a hired help.
Well, well, if it isn't the hound of the Baskervilles.
Oh, George, don't
Oh,
start.
oh, please. She can't hear a word I'm saying. She hasn't heard a thing in 20 years. Have you, Quasimodo?
George.
Tell me, Ethel, have you frightened any little children lately? Offered them a ride on your broomstick?
George, stop it.
To this day, I still cannot believe that that is your mother. Here you are, the greatest stage actress in a generation, and you respond by a troll.
George, cut it out.
You must have been switched at birth. Somewhere out there is Ethel's real daughter, traveling with Ringling Brothers as the wolf woman of Borneo.
George. Thank you, Mother.
Thank you, Mother.
George, my hearing aid is in. Now grow up!
Ow, my neck. Am I getting old, Charlotte?
No, dear, you're just falling apart.
No wonder they didn't want me for the Pimpernel movie.
us, dear. They didn't want us.
It would have put us right back on top. George and Charlotte Hay in the new Frank Capra production.
There will be other movies.
We were this close, Charlotte. I could taste it.
I didn't even get to meet him.
Nor did I. Nor do I care to. May you rot in hell.
I can see it now. Mr. Pimpernel goes to Washington.
Exactly.
Get down,
My neck.
George. I'll work on it.
You do realize they started filming yesterday, right? At this very moment, the cameras are rolling, and Ronald Coleman is wearing my tights.
Oh, George, let them have their Ronald Coleman and their Greg Garson. Who gives a damn?
You're right.
I'm sure Miss Garson will do a perfectly adequate job.
You're right.
If that's what they want.
I agree entirely.
Stupid little witch. You know, I met her once. She was filming Pride and Prejudice, and I was next door filming Apache Woman. She was cutting the crust off of little tea sandwiches, and I was boiling a pig in a teepee.
Charlotte.
She was making love to Laurence Olivier, and I was sacrificing a chicken with Chief Chunka Chunk!
Charlotte!
Sorry. How's your neck?
Better. But don't stop.
George,
Hmm?
can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Did you sleep with Eileen?
Charlotte! How could you say such a thing?
Oh, please, I've seen the way you look at her.
She's a pretty girl. I'm not dead.
Not yet. I know exactly when it happened. We were in the middle of that terrible fight.
And whose fault was that?
Yours, dear. You called me the world's oldest living ingenue.
I was merely mentioning that a woman in her 50s should not try to play St. Joan. It's like watching Eleanor Roosevelt play Peter Pan.
I happen to admire Eleanor Roosevelt.
Well, so do I. I just don't want to watch her fly out of the window.
You're changing the subject.
For heaven's sake, Eileen barely knows I exist.
Oh, please, when you walk into her room, she starts to glow. I could use it for a reading lamp.
You are off your rocker. It is extraordinary. It is unkind.
George, I don't mind as long as you tell me the truth. Did you sleep with her or didn't you? Yes
No.
or no?
No. All right? The answer is no.
Really?
It's killing you about the movie, isn't it?
Don't be silly. It has nothing to do with it.
Scarlet Pimpernel. Scarlet Pimpernel.
Stop that.
Greer Garson.
Don't be an idiot.
I'm sure it's slaying you to be stuck out here in Siberia while Miss Garson swans around the sets in Hollywood like the Queen of Sheba.
George,
I'm sure you got fantastical visions about being slobbered over by a legion of toadies, having your ears powdered.
all right, George, I'm sorry.
Well, it's too late now, isn't it? You hurt my feelings.
I saw that.
Saw what?
You big faker.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Faker, 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 faker.
Charlotte, stop it. I'm warning you. Eileen.
Good morning.
Eileen, wait. Don't look at me like that.
Fine. I'll go get her.
I'll do it. You caused enough trouble for one morning. Eileen!
Hi, Paul.
What's that mean? She ran right past me. I think she was crying.
She was born in Buffalo. Maybe she realized she was still here.
Actually, she loves it here. She started out in theater, but what she really wants to do is television.
Oh, please.
She's doing pretty alright on TV. She's pretty. Wholesome.
Wholesome isn't the word. She could give milk.
Have you talked to Roz lately?
Actually, yes. Last Sunday, when I brought up your name, she started screaming.
Ah, great.
I never understood why you two broke up.
She wanted me to give up the theater so that she could lead a normal life. Could you imagine anyone in your family being normal?
Hi, Mother.
Pumpkin, sweetie, when did you get here?
A few minutes ago.
We were just talking about you this second.
Hello, Paul.
Hi, Roz.
How's showbiz?
Great, never been happier.
Good for you. I'm thrilled.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
This is going great.
I thought you were in New York.
I came back to work for your parents.
How nice.
I'll check on Eileen.
Oh, Rosalind, sweetie, why don't you two just get married and get it over with?
God, Mother, I wish you'd stop trying to ruin my life. It's my life, not yours.
You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm only the one who gave birth to you!
Mother!
12 pounds, 14 ounces. They needed a forklift.
She locked herself in. She... Rosalind, my baby.
Daddy!
How's my little girl? Charlotte, how is it possible that two such plain creatures as ourselves can produce an offspring as beautiful as this one?
She's not yours. I slept around.
So, Roz, have you finally come back to your senses? You can step right back into the company.
No, thank you. That's not why I'm here. I have a surprise for everybody, but I lost it.
Paul, get in here. Look who's arrived.
Daddy God, don't you two ever stop? Look, I've got to go. I'll see you later.
Roz.
She's gone?
She heard her name and she fled into the forest of Arden. You do have a way with women, Paul.
Thanks.
And how's little Miss Eileen?
I don't know. She wouldn't open the door for me either. I wonder what happened.
She's in love with George.
Charlotte, would you keep your menopausal hallucinations to yourself? The girl is obviously in some distress.
I'll go try again.
Yes, do. You are the company manager.
I'm also your second lead this week.
I beg your pardon?
Webster quit this morning.
You can't do that. I'll sue that untalented little weasel.
Why on earth would he just leave?
Because he hasn't been paid in 2 weeks.
Well, none of us have been paid in 2 weeks. What kind of feeble excuse is that?
Nobody told me about this.
Well, Paul just told you, didn't he? The big blabbermouth?
Sorry. Look, have you talked to your agent this morning? He called twice.
I have an agent? Surely you jest. Haven't you read in the Scientific American? The day my checks went down into the 4 digits, he vanished off of the face of the earth.
George, talk to me. Are we in trouble?
We'll make it. We'll survive. We always do. It's television that's killing us. Entertainment by the yard. It's putting us out of business.
George,
I mean, what's wrong with these people? Don't they know the difference? Don't they care anymore? Not here. You haven't seen me.
George,
If it's a native Buffalonian, I'll put some water, some long grass. Maybe it'll go away.
I'm coming! Yes.
I just want to say before you say anything that I think that you're the most talented actress that's ever lived.
Please come in. I'm Charlotte Hay.
Hi, oh my God!
Knock, knock.
Richard,
Oh,
what are
Charlotte.
you doing here?
How do you do? Richard Maynard. You are?
I wouldn't ask him that. Apparently it's a trick question.
Are you famous too?
No, but apparently I remind some people already know.
Mr. Maynard here is our lawyer and represents every major star in Hollywood.
Wow.
Who's your favorite, besides Charlotte, of course?
Oh, Esther Williams. Do you know her?
Taught her how to swim.
Wow.
Sorry, but do you mind? Would you come back later?
Oh, sure.
It was wonderful meeting you. Whoever you are.
Oh, I remember. It's happening.
Richard, what are you doing here?
Well, I was sitting in my office this morning making a great deal of money, and I suddenly realized I was terribly bored. So I thought, what can I do to cheer myself up? Well, I considered raising my billing rate. That usually works. But then no, I would much rather take Charlotte to lunch.
So you flew here all the way from New York City?
I was in Planet Force.
Oh, Richard, you're such a darling. I accept. In fact, I could use some cheering up myself.
What has Brute done this time?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe I'm just tired.
Well, of course you're tired. It's inhuman the way he drives you to one city to another.
On top of everything else, I just found out that we're not meeting our payroll.
Oh, I know that.
You do?
It's quite serious. I told George for months to start cutting down expenses.
Is there anything I can do?
Well, you could do a movie, or better yet, some television.
We could do a different play. Pygmalion always makes money.
Charlotte, hello in there. It's 1953. The road is dead. The only star is touring anymore besides you two, the Cornell and the Luntz. And they have a combined age of 1,462.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Well, sorry. You can marry me. I got tons of money, no one's spending on it. Except with the cat with a thyroid problem. He's getting very large. I had some friends in last night. We thought about a new sofa.
Would you be serious?
I'm being serious. I can move out soon.
Oh, George. Richard, you make me very happy.
Charlotte, listen to me. I'm not very good at this. I cannot lie. Most men do and tell you that your cheeks reminds me of Damas. I don't even know what the hell Damas is, but you do really deserve better than this. Let me pamper you a little. We can take a cruise together anywhere in the entire world. Rochester, Schenectady.
Oh, Richard, you really do make me very happy.
Good. You deserve it. And frankly, so do I. I'm tired of living alone.
What about George?
No, I don't want to live with him.
Richard.
Charlotte, I do love you so much. All I think about anymore.
Richard.
Charlotte.
George! George! Oh, hi. Hi.
How do you do? Richard Maynard, lawyer to the SARS.
Paul Singer slept for 2 stars. Have you seen George?
He's in his dressing room.
He's not there.
Is there something the matter?
No.
Paul?
I have a question for George.
All right. When you find him, tell him I'll be out for the morning. Me and Richard are going to lunch.
Right, have a nice time.
We intend to. Thank you.
Ethel, have you seen George? Ethel!
What?
Where's George?
He's right behind me.
Stop it. Give me those Cyrano pants.
I have to let them out.
They're my pants.
They're far too snug.
But they're mine.
Your backside looks like a watermelon.
Nobody asked you.
They need fixing.
Your ears need fixing.
No wonder this company is going down the toilet.
Ah!
George, I have some bad news.
What? Bad news in this company? The House of Usher Repertory Theater?
George, I think you should sit down.
Sit down because my legs will tremble, my knees will shake uncontrollably. That's a stage convention, you idiot, out of the cheapest melodrama.
George, Eileen is pregnant.
Oh my God. Charlotte's gonna kill me. She's gonna make my life a living hell, more than usual. What can I do?
Run?
Think of something, you idiot. That's what you're paid for.
Okay, alright, let me think. Alright. Eileen could have the baby in the country with a relative, like an aunt or something. And you could visit every few months. And when the baby's like 10, you can cast it in a play about Much Ado About Nothing. You can put on shows together.
I need help, not Mickey Rooney.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Eileen, the poor girl. I should go see her. Did she go anywhere?
She's gonna get tested
Tested. What test?
to see if she's pregnant.
Pregnancy test. So she might not actually be pregnant?
Well, she says she is. She thinks.
But she only thinks she's positive.
Well, she's positive, I guess.
Christ almighty, is she pregnant or isn't she?
I don't know. I'm not the one that examined her.
I'll be out for the morning. I'll be back around 1.
Good, great.
By the way, Richard is here. He's taking me to lunch.
Bon appetit. Oh my God, what if Eileen talks to her?
I doubt that.
Go in there, keep them separated. I need to think. Damn! Piss! Balls!
Hi, George.
Eileen!
I guess Paul told you?
Yes, he did. What can I say? What can I do?
I think you already did it, George.
I'm so sorry, Eileen. We got carried away.
I was such a fool.
We were both fools.
And now we're gonna have a little fool! Oh, George! I hope he looks just like you.
Oh my God.
I can't do the matinee today, I'm sorry.
But you don't have an understudy.
Well, I can't. Still be at the doctor's anyways.
At the doctor's for a test to confirm that you are,
That's right.
so then you might not actually be.
I'm pregnant, George! Believe me. I've been tossing my guts up for 3 days every morning. I'm 2 weeks late. What do you think this is?
Bad oyster?
See you later.
Wait, you didn't tell Charlotte, did you?
I haven't seen her.
Good.
So I left her a note?
What?
Well, I mean, she's gotta know sometime. She's gonna figure it out when I start waddling around here like a duck. Romeo, quack, quack, quack! Anyway, I scribbled it down on something. I think it was for copy of Variety.
Variety.
I gotta go now, George.
Holy Mother of God.
George, I couldn't find Eileen anywhere.
Paul, go back to Charlotte's room quick and bring me her copy of Variety.
There's a copy of Variety.
I don't want to read it, you idiot.
Hello, George. Hello, Paul.
Hi.
Paul, would you give us a moment?
Sure. No, stay where you are.
Leave the room, Paul.
Yes, ma'am.
George, the strangest thing has arrived in this week's Variety.
Charlotte,
You see, I might just be having a menopausal hallucination. but I think you should read it.
Charlotte.
Near the top, dear. I'm waiting.
Box office biggie. Buffalo and Burns.
Love that!
Dear Charlotte, I'm having your husband's vials?
Child! I'm carrying your husband's child!
Right. I thought you should know, Eileen.
Well,
Charlotte, I am profoundly sorry. I've made a grievous mistake. Can you forgive me?
no, George! You betrayed me! Dirty! Yes!
Sorry, I left something upstairs. Charlotte, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't blame George. It was all my fault. I guess I should have believed him when he said that next season I could play Roxanne.
Roxanne? Roxanne!
Listen to me, please. It was right after her performance, and I had all that passion for Cyrano. I lost my head.
You lied to me!
I didn't want to. You cornered me.
Don't touch me!
Charlotte, I'm flesh and blood. Did you expect me to stay celibate all my life?
3 days. You couldn't be celibate for 3 days!
Stop it! Stop it! Please. All right. Now will you stop it?
Goodbye, George. I'm leaving on the next plane for trip.
Wait! We have a matinee.
Goodbye, George. I have to pack.
Charlotte!
Well, how did it go? Not well.
I'm a hack. I've always been a hack. And now I'm an even bigger hack. I've sunk to new depths of hackdom.
George, everyone makes mistakes. Think about your fans.
My fans? Fine, I'll call one, you call the other.
Look, it's gonna be okay. We'll figure something out.
It's too late, Horatio. Just cancel the performance for tonight. In fact, just cancel the whole tour.
You can't do that. You'll get sued.
Let the bastards sue me. Let them nail me to a cross. God knows I've suffered enough.
Hello? Yes. George, it's your agent. He wants to talk to you.
I'm not here.
Yes, he's right here. Would you talk to him?
Hello, Henry. How's the blood-sucking business? Well, it must be important. It's almost noon and you're up for the day. All right, I'm listening. Well, of course I know they started filming yesterday. I have a little Ronald Coleman doll I'm sticking pins into. What? You're joking. What? Henry, if this is a joke, I'll kill you. Oh my God, I don't believe it. Today? Yes, of course I'll be here. Right. I'll call you.
Well, what'd he say?
We are back in business!
George, what did he tell you?
Yesterday, on the set of The Scarlet Pimpernel, Ronald Coleman made his first entrance. And he fell down a flight of steps. And he broke both of his legs.
Oh my God.
As a consequence, the director of the film, Frank Capra, winner of 2,000 Academy Awards, is coming to watch the matinee.
Frank Capra?
Bye, George.
Yes, I'm very sorry. Now, listen, the most wonderful thing in the world has happened. Ronald Coleman is crippled.
What?
Henry just called. Apparently, he made a most dramatic entrance on the set of The Scarlet Pimpernel yesterday by careening headfirst down a flight of steps.
George,
There are fractures apparently in both legs. Not one, both.
Henry told you this?
The studio is desperate. Every minute they delay is costing them a fortune. So, what director do you think is on his way to Buffalo, New York at this very second to watch the matinee? I'll give you a hint. Give me a C!
C.
Give me an A.
A.
Give me a P.
P.
George.
Now I know what you're thinking, Charlotte. Where do you belong in all of this? Well, if I do get the role, and it's beginning to look extremely likely, I will insist that you play Marguerite.
George, I don't know what to say.
I know, I'm a saint.
Except easily, this is the most ridiculous lie you have ever told me.
What?
Goodbye, George.
Stop! You don't believe me?
Why would I?
Wait, Charlotte, please. You have to believe me. Have I ever lied to you before?
Goodbye, George.
Wait, Charlotte, please. Just let me talk to you.
I said goodbye!
Ow!
That did not go over well.
I'm gonna kill myself. No, that's too easy. I'm gonna get very, very drunk. And then I'll kill myself.
Okay, George, calm down. We can still do the matinee.
And who's gonna play you Roxanne? Ethel?
There you are. Glad to say the finish, no thanks to you. Here, try them on. Go ahead, I'll turn around. As if you're modest, that'll be the day.
George, stop.
No!
George!
They can give me the jail, it'll be worth it!
I don't believe it.
God damn it to hell!
Daddy, what's wrong?
Russ.
Paul.
Ah!
Daddy, where are you going?
Finally gone completely insane.
Yes, I will. George, it's Kepper's New York office. What do I tell them? George!
Paul, what's going on?
That's a very good question. Hi, Mr. He's in a meeting right now. Can Mr. Capra come tomorrow?
Frank Capra?
He's on his way to the airport. Right. Oh, God.
Paul, what happened?
Come on, we have to go get George.
George! George!
Charlotte, what are you doing? You buy a newspaper and you go berserk?
Read this.
Disaster, MGM. Hallman on crutches. Garson walks out.
She walked out. Mother! Mother!
What?
Where's George?
I've seen him too many times. I hope he's getting a root now.
Come on, Richard.
I'd rather not.
You sure?
All right.
George! George!
Grandma! Grandma!
What?
Have you seen Daddy?
Too many times. Your mother's looking for him too.
Mother?
Charlotte's back? Oh, great. This is great. Ethel! Where did she go?
Through there.
Come on.
This is why I left the theater.
Would you come on already?
George! George! He has to be here someplace. Mother!
Through there.
I find it very tiresome.
George!
Russ?
Daddy? Paul?
Russ, did you find him?
No.
He's got to be around here somewhere.
Through there.
Ethel,
What?
when you see Rosalind, give her this letter.
I am not your personal slave.
Give it to her, or I'll have you killed!
All right.
The hell's the mafia when you need them?
Grandma! Grandma! Where's Daddy?
Oh, Rosalind, this is for you. It's from Mr. Potato Head.
Dear Ross, don't worry about me. I'll be back in a few days. A few days!
Ah, hell.
Rosalind, I can't find your father.
Mother.
Wait, I bet he's back at the hotel. Papa, oh, guess what? He wasn't lying. Frank Capper's here. Do you know what this means? No more patchy woman. I'm gonna be a great star!
Mother! Would you listen? Daddy left me a note. I think you should read it.
Okay. Dear Ross, don't worry about me. I'll be back in a few days.